Opera House was remodeled for an old movie theater when this was ghetto. David DiChiara had the dream of having an opera house, pretty wild dream for somebody who wasn't a multimillionaire to start with. But he had the dream and he presented it and people said, yeah, we like that idea. And I liked the idea. My wife liked the Texaco Hour, which was opera from New York. And I liked the music, but I didn't much like the singers. So she said, well, you know, think of them as instruments and that will improve it. And I'll tell you what the story is. But when they moved here, they had slides to tell you what the words were in English that were being sung in Italian, German, French, whatever. And I found it to be quite wonderful. And again, the music is part of it. The story, they're all easy to understand stories, maybe kind of silly in some cases, but fun.
My name is Kim Millard and I was a Michigan Opera Theater chorister from 1993 to 2011. Well, the Detroit Opera House reopened after many years in decay, and it was still a work in progress at that point, and in many ways it even still is to this day. But there was probably, you know, dozens of layers of paint on the ceiling, and the place had really fallen into quite a bit of disrepair. But it was the ideal place to have opera. It was designed after the European opera houses, and so that was Dr. DiChiara's vision. We had been performing at Masonic Temple for a number of years, and he wanted to get an opera house for the city. And so we opened up the Detroit Opera House in April of 1996. It's a lot of fun to be part of the creation of something, creation of American music, and keeping that art form vibrant. And the fact that it's still being produced today. New York City Opera and a number of other companies now are producing it, and it's come back to Michigan Opera as well since then. Well, I think they've been doing a good job doing what they've been doing. They have like young professionals nights and a number of community outreaches already in place, and that was part of the vision of Dr. DiChiara that he had to bring opera. You know, obviously he's of Italian descent, and he saw this blue-collar city, and he had this vision that he could make it work, and he had the number of outreaches to young professionals. And when you do go to the Opera House now, you do see quite a few of young professionals actually in their early, you know, late 20s, early 30s. So, and plus I think it's an acquired taste. I think people say, you know, opera, you know, unless you draw the young. Well, your tastes mature in age too, so that the older you get, you may be more inclined to enjoy something like that.
As I say, I started liking the music, was involved in some of the construction early, which was very interesting, and got to know the people. I'd say knowing David DiChiara is an inspiration for thousands of people in this city. As I say, he had a dream, and the dream came true. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of people. And for me, I'm involved not only in the building, but the people in it that make these things happen is quite thrilling. Many people know opera and dance. They buy the ticket, they come in, they see the result of a lot of other people's work. I'm just lucky enough to know a lot of those people, and I enjoy it. And I like to find things that will help make money at the Opera House, and contribute to make some of those things happen, which gives me great pleasure.